Hey everyone, we're here in our official Florida studios, which is literally just some place with palm trees with a random fireplace. It's not a fireplace that we found and figured let's put chairs here because you're allowed to do whatever you want in Florida, which is what we've learned. And I guess this video is one, thank you. We're officially in Florida. Bitcoin conference starts tomorrow. We're going to cover it. And two, some coverage of Canada as a place where there is minimal freedom, as the government can take your bank account and then force you to mask forever. Versus Florida, where everyone's just like super chill, and no one's. How many people have collapsed dead on the streets of COVID in the last 20 seconds as we've walked by?
10, but no one cares because it's Florida and it's okay. Yeah, but it's actually really nice down here in terms of not just the weather. Of course, like it's nice in Florida because of the weather, but just the attitude that people have walking around. They're not sort of like trying to mirror the anxiety they're told to have by the media and by politicians. The vast majority of people
this is what the Freedom Convoy was saying, is just make Canada Florida, where, yeah, you do not ever has to be as based as the Uber driver who picked us up in the airport, but just let people live. And some people are wearing masks, like not a lot. If you're wearing a mask outside and it's 30 degrees out, you're a literal psychopath. But some people wear them inside, not a lot, and no one's dead. And it's great. Whereas Wyatt's from Calgary, which is like in between. There's like Toronto, which is insane people. Then there's like Calgary, Alberta, which is like, which you'll go into. And then there's Florida, which is like, the world is 2019 and everyone lives their lives. So what was your culture shock in Toronto?
Yeah, so like the thing is, Calgary isn't perfect. I still go to university a little bit, just like one class or whatever a week. But when you go there, that's where I'd say 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 people are masked up. But when you walk around the streets of Calgary, downtown, just going to like a grocery store, outside it's like 1 or 2 people in 10 are masked up. Inside you might get 3 or 4 in 10. It's going down quite a bit. I guarantee once I get back to Calgary, it's going to be very few people masking up. But once you got to Toronto, it's people masked up everywhere. It's like 5 to 6.
50% outside these days. Mm-hmm. And 10 days ago, I'd say it was probably 80% outside, or like 70% outside.
It depends on where you go to. We were at areas where we were the only people.
Yeah, like on the subway, because you're still supposed to do it on the subway, but it's like, I'm not following any rules anymore. Screw them. But yeah, it's from my more Toronto experience, I'd say it's inside now the mandate's gone. It's still like 60% inside, even though you're allowed to be free, and 40%.
There's still an attitude from people where they kind of notice who doesn't wear masks and whatnot, where they kind of still look at you as if like the rules are in place, and it is much more of like the people kind of like, socially jockeying for position on who's sort of better than the other, whereas Calgary doesn't have that. People just do it or they don't do it out of their own personal anxiety or living in reality. And then in Florida, it's just nobody.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty much does it for our introductory welcome to Florida video. You should see more videos come out. There's 2 reasons there might not be Florida videos. One, Wyatt's never owned a pair of shorts before, and we just bought him that, so he might die of wearing shorts. We're not sure. And 2, there is some weird spider thing above our head. Is it poisonous? Is it not? We don't know. So if we get murdered by a spider, that's on us. So thanks so much for listening, and more content coming out today. Bitcoin conference starting tomorrow. And if you listen to this, you will become an instant millionaire. Bitcoin to the moon. Something, Elon Musk.